Waiting for, oh, I think we're live. Hey everyone, what's up? Josh here. And, oh, wow. All right, it has been kind of a crazy, hectic morning, getting the kids out of the house and all of that fun stuff. And I'm actually joining you from home today. So, yeah, all right. For anyone who's joining for the first time, hi, I'm Josh. I am a tattoo artist full-time, and I'm also an illustrator or trying to break into the illustration field. So I spend Tuesdays drawing prints and doing skill building exercises. Today I will be working on some Smaugust stuff. So Smaugust is a big event through the month of August where you just draw a dragon every day. Now, I unfortunately, with my full-time workload, don't have time to draw a whole dragon every freaking day. So I am just drawing as many dragons as I can through the month, tagging them with Smaugust, oh, and taking it from there. So last week I did not get to go live because my laptop bit the dust. Boom, bit the dust. So since I didn't get to go live last week, I had to order a new laptop, and I opted for a MacBook Pro, or not Pro, sorry, MacBook Air, a refurbished MacBook Air from 2022. Now, I have long been a Windows slash Android user. I had like a knockoff Wacom tablet for a very long time, and it was nice. Like I tried Macs in college. I had the first gen, well, like first through third gen iPhones, and I just fell out of love with the ecosystem over the course of a few years. I used to have like a MacBook Pro, and fell out of love with the ecosystem. But when my Wacom tablet died, I decided to get an iPad Pro so that I could be mobile with my iPad, with my drawing device. That was very important because I'm a father of three, and having a mobile, like an actual mobile workstation, was very important to me. So I switched to the Mac, or sorry, switched to the iPad. Then I got a newer iPhone because of the camera, and the handoff between the iPhone and the iPad was just so seamless that I was like, okay, well, I'll keep exploring the ecosystem. Whenever it's time to upgrade, I'll get myself a MacBook. And it's really, really nice. Like, I love being able to just switch between devices seamlessly and take it from there. So, I do want to show you guys really quick what I'm doing today. So, I have a Smaugust prompt of it was a gluttonous dragon, and then a different list had an eastern box turtle as the day that I was getting ready to do whenever I came to this decision. So I decided to do a gluttonous box turtle dragon. Now, I'm gonna see if I can share the pure ref board that I put up, or that I created for this one. Let's see, will that work? Create. This will be pure ref. Okay. Oh, that is not correct. Remove. Yes. Let's get rid of that. Add. Will that work? Media source? Let's not make it visible. No, I don't want to. Actually, What am I doing? I'm doing this the hard way. I was just talking about how awesome Mac is. So, canvas. Wait, I'm doing oops, images. Let's export the scene as a ping with border. Export successful. Where does it put it? So I am still learning a lot about the Mac OS. It's different than I remember. Finder is strange to me. Desktop. Nope. Not documents. Let's just go to me and pictures. Nope. Where? Oh, where? I am curious now. Where does this save it? Okay. All right. I'll just do a screenshot of PureRef. Haha. I hit share. Copy image. Paste. All right. Pasting from Josh's MacBook. All right. So this is the board that I'm working from. Sorry it took so long. That was painful in terms of like finding everything. So like I said, I'm still learning my way around Mac OS, but I found some really cool turtle dragons. I want this to be a winged dragon though, especially like a gluttonous winged dragon. Sorry, my daughter is screaming. Give me just a second here. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that. So this is my reference board. I have been using VizRef on the iPad. PureRef was something that I used on my Windows PC for the longest time, and honestly, I prefer PureRef over VizRef. One, you can transfer files. Two, PureRef lets you take notes and rotate things and really see things better, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a more intuitive interface. So this is the PureRef board that I put together. I will have this up on my laptop while I'm working. Yeah, so long lead up to actually getting started, but yeah, I am I'm going to be working on just building this dragon for today's live stream. And I'm really wanting to focus on shape design for this one. It's a challenge that a bunch of artists and I are working through is simple shape design. So one of these turtle dragons, I really like the head that they created for it. So that's where I'm starting, just a solid head design. And I'm looking at this Eastern box turtle as a reference to, and I'm thinking of the head as sort of this arrowed bullet shape. Did not mean to zoom in my thing. Alright. And we've got like a big ridge. The eye. I'm thinking as a defense mechanism, a dragon-sized turtle wouldn't have as large of an eye as like a turtle proportionately to its body anyway. So trying to think of that. Let's see. It's like oh, I'll also be ducking out a little bit earlier today. Well, I went live early, and I'm also going to be ducking out early because I do have to get my kids to the dentist today. That's always a fun trip with the kiddos. That was sarcasm. Actually, our dentist is pretty freaking good, all things considered. Trying to think of like this thick skin folds in the neck and the jowl area, but I'm starting with just the shape or the form. So I'm thinking of basically building with spheres. So we've got the head and then a thick neck. And I'm trying to stay sketchy and loose. I have a bad habit of like going way too dark, so on occasion you'll see me get in and erase a bunch. So I'm trying to think of like, let's assume that it does have a big serpentine neck, but it still has this gluttonous body. So I'm building with the big forms first. Get like a spherical neck, and I can build a lot of forms off of that. Then the rib cage, and this is sort of like a horse-like body. So you get the rib cage and then the pelvis, which has if you've watched Procreate stuff, this is like the robo bean. All right. I have another daughter needing some help, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have returned again. Okay, where was I? Thinking about these big forms and the RoboBean and all of that. Gonna change the pose a little. Um, so typical of a horse-like dragon body, you would get a shoulder higher. But looking at the turtles, it looks like. Actually, I'm really curious about that. Turtle anatomy. Let's look it up. Turtle skeletal structure. Tortoise probably would have been better. Ooh. Okay. Alright, turtles are way more fascinating than I thought. So, their shoulder girdle fits inside of their shell, and their shell is an exoskeleton. But their vertebrae and ribs run along the shell. That's really fascinating. Like, their shell is technically the rib structure. That's wild. But they have very little flexibility. And you know what? This is a dragon from imagination, so I'm not super concerned about it, but it does give me an excuse to be able to pull the shoulder down further as I build the shell on later, especially with the way I plan on. So let's say that the leg comes out like so. We get a ball joint here. Then it builds downward. This is my little princess. You want to say hi? Yeah. Wave. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, wrong way. Hi. She's my social butterfly. He's doing stuff and things. All right. Didn't mean to do that. So the leg actually will come out. I don't know if. All right, so the leg will come out toward the viewer first, and then go down. Maybe. Not sure how I feel about that. Sorry, I was just thinking through the forms in my head there. I don't know. So turtle or dragon? How much do I want turtle and how much do I want dragon? It's a good question. I don't have a good answer. I'm rethinking this design of the shoulder girdle though. So let's simplify it. Let's say Yeah, I'm gonna that works. So thinking the shoulder, rather than having a whole girdle, does come out from the shell, which will be sitting here for reference. It will come out from beneath the shell, but it's not going to stick straight out like a turtle's arm. So yeah, it'll be like a shoulder socket with an upper arm, a forearm, a claw. It just seems easier to work with. And then we'll build some stumpy little back legs, because this is a flighted turtle dragon. That's what I was actually really excited about, was the flight aspect of said turtle dragon. And I also want turtle to have a tail. So turtle dragon has a tail. Shrink that down again. So of the dragon designs, or the turtle dragon designs that I found, I'm just pulling pieces of my favorite bits of anatomy from all of them. So the shell off of one of these turtle dragons looks super freaking aggressive, and I liked that. It was very dragon-esque. And it also had a lot of texture to it, so that texture helps me with a major design feature that I want in my turtle dragon, which is the winged side of things. So thinking of things with shells and wings, I of course immediately went to beetles. So I'm gonna have this turtle shell, this turtle dragon shell, split like a beetle's, which means I should probably at some point think about creating a top-down view of this shell, just so I can thoroughly understand. But for now, this is really just the sketch and ideation phase. Here. So this is starting to get somewhere. I'm actually enjoying how this looks shape-wise. It's a little sloppy. So at this point, I'm going to duplicate this layer, hide this one, reduce the opacity, and make a new layer. So now I can draw on top and start cleaning up a bit more. So there are some things that I would like to adjust. Head a little bigger. And I'm thinking about like the jowls now. Getting a little too many rolls there. So, let's see. There we go. Make it look like there's so much gluttony happening that the shell can't contain it. It's a good example of how shape makes a huge difference. So that one little shift of making the neck more convex rather than concave really changes how it's perceived. And I'm also starting to get like, these shapes wrapping around the jowl area. I'm gonna actually get rid of some of that thinking about like the shadow of the roll and making that jaw look stronger. Like this boy eats a lot, so he's got some strong jaws. Curious again. Let's see. Quarter. Looking for like the foot bones of a tortoise. Or a box turtle. Box turtles in the garden, they have 4. So they typically have just one, looks like one knuckle, maybe 2. But in terms of like outer visual appearance, pretty tame. Does that look very dragon-esque? Actually, it looks good enough. I'm not worried about making the claws on this super aggressive. Like, these are the little dudes I like to help get across the road. Except big dragon-like dude that I would help get across the road. If you don't save turtles, you're not my friend. Okay. Pulling that reference board back up. Let's take a peek. God, I love Pure Ref. getting sucked into the details before I work on the big shapes. So let's go back. Actually I like that shape, so let's not overcomplicate it yet. So most of the other turtle dragons I've found also look very aquatic. I don't want an aquatic turtle dragon. I want sort of a badass box turtle dragon. Something else I really enjoy about working this way is that sorry, I can just add references as I look them up. I can add the references to my board. So this is starting to look way more like a snapping turtle than a box turtle. And that's okay. I really don't mind. Alright, so thinking about this back leg now. It's trickier. Than I thought it would be, so I was thinking about like a hoof. Not an actual hoof, but that's like the model in my head. So we get this big cylinder coming up here. We get like a ball socket here. Another ball socket here, and then it comes down into a boxy shape here, but I really want to push, like, again, with that shape design. This would come in front of that. This is in front of that. This is in front of that. It's not looking not too shabby. All right. And then I even want the tail to look like it's a little bit chonky tail. Do I want to make the tail shorter? Maybe? I don't know. Did you know swimming is so cool? Sorry, my kids are watching Baby John or Cocomelon, I'm not sure. Oh. You know, one of these days might actually speed up my process. Ooh, that's trippy. So the back feet on a turtle are actually, or on a box turtle anyway. Looks like they only have 3 toes. But this inner toe, it has a much bigger claw on it. So I'm gonna play with that. Yeah, I'm having fun with this design now. Well, I was in the first place. This was a fun idea. But now I really do want the tail not to come in front of the foot. So we're going to change the flow of this a little bit. That's another good question. Do I want a super long tail or... Let's see. Thinking of just the flow here. Take the whole thing. Climbing. This gives it a little bit longer of a neck. Okay. Let's curve it a little. Really lose that feeling of gluttonous turtle if I make the tail too long. So I think I'm just gonna end it right about there. Like, it needs to feel stumpy. Not graceful, stumpy. Yeah. Like, I want it to feel almost awkward. And then let's pull up that reference board again. So I'm deviating from the references quite a lot, which is really the point. I do like how one of the illustrations that I pulled up had sort of a rock formation thing on the tail. That would be another way that I could add some visual interest to the tail. Just to have these like formations coming off of it. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. They don't have to be this is from imagination, so they don't have to serve a specific purpose. Like this is the crusher tail texture, you know? Looking pretty wicked. All right. This makes me happy. This makes me very happy. So that's this is going to be base that I start with next time around. Well, actually, no, I'm hopefully gonna finish this up in the next few days. Like, I don't, through Smaugust anyway, I'm gonna be producing these as quickly as I can because that's the point. But I want them to be nice finished pieces of art, so that's why I'm not doing a dragon every day. But I will be doing several dragons this month. I have joined Kara, whatever you want to call that art community. Um, I love it there. It's amazing. Uh, Meta. Well, I don't care. I don't care about meta anymore. I'm having fun on a newer community that really has the best interests of artists in mind, and I can't wait to see where that community goes. I'm a paying subscriber even. Like I bought him coffee on a recurring monthly basis, and I'm in that community for the long haul. So, there you go. Here's today's progress on the Wicked Dragon Turtle. I don't know if you caught it before, but I do plan on having the the shell of this thing open up like a beetle. So looking at this pose, say we get the head, the body, and the shell. The shell will open like so. Well, it goes like this. And we'll say there's like a base there, and then the wings will unfurl from inside of the dragon. Uh, yeah. I'll have to really play with how that looks and how that works, but I think it's gonna be a fun design. Yeah. So them's the plans. All right. Thank you all for joining. I do have to hop off here, go brush my kids' teeth really quick, and take them to the dentist. Oh no, what happened? Epidemic Sound quit. It's not on repeat. Come on, guys. All right. But yeah, on that note, take it easy, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm excited about where this design is going to go, and wish me luck on it. Yeah, take it easy. Talk at you next week. Make sure you visit my website at joshj.blog. Sign up for a membership if you'd like. It's just like Patreon, except I host it myself. And you also get discount on prints and stuff and things like that. And the last dragon that I published was the first piece of art where I went through the whole like collector and explorer options with the bonus content. So bonus content available at joshj.blog. Yep, that's it, everybody. Take it easy, and I will talk at you next week. Probably, hopefully, at the regularly scheduled time. And I think that's the kids' first day of school. It is. Oh, I'm, I love my kids dearly. I am also very ready for my kids to be back in. Oh, sorry, back in school. Um, I'm just tired. Yeah. All right, that's it. Sorry. Take it easy, everybody. I'm off. And yeah, stay tuned.